What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a while since I posted, but I was just looking at my analytics on YouTube and I realized that one of my old videos had just been counting views, and I completely forgot that I posted it. But it was just like a very simple, bare bones tobacco review. So I just thought maybe that's just what I gotta do to have some nice engagement and deliver something to you people that you might like. So today I have this right here. Oh, you can't even see it, but this is like a little glass of tobacco, Stanwell Classic from 2008. So it got a few years, and 18 years to be exact. So this is quite a well-aged tobacco. And a few years back, or a few videos back, I posted that I bought this Clark's favorite from Savinelli, a beautiful pipe, and I'm gonna give this tobacco and this pipe an introduction to each other, and I'm gonna review both for you guys in this video. Yes, but this tobacco, Stanwell Classic, it's what I would refer to as a Danish style tobacco, kind of aromatic, but still with like the natural tobacco like the nature of the tobacco flavors present as you smoke it. But yes, it is cased and it is somewhat with some aromatic ingredients. But for me, this is like this tobacco from 2008, 18 years ago. I was quite a young child at that point, but this was at a time where all the good tobacco manufacturers were still there. We had Dunhill, I think, I might be wrong, but I also think Morton was still around, and of course also Sutliff, which I have never tried before. So a lot of really cherished tobaccos have disappeared from the market since then. But yes, let's just give it a go. So straight off the bat, it's a pretty sweet tobacco, tasting nice, taste the Virginias, and somewhat also the Cavendish. But mostly the Virginias is present. I must admit though, the guy who gave me this tobacco, very generous and friendly guy who invited me for a bowl of tobacco to introduce me. Had this tobacco just laying in a pouch, and I had to kind of rehydrate the tobacco a little bit, but it's definitely hydrated, and it's not dead at all. But as a smoker, I can tell you that the Virginias are not as like when I smoke Virginia, usually I can taste like the heavy sweetness, or like the moistness, or like the hay kind of new cut grass heaviness, and it's definitely not heavy at all, the Virginias here, and also it burns very easy, almost like a burley tobacco, but it is a like classic Virginia forward Danish classic blend. But it tastes very nice. It's from, like, I don't know if it might just be the age, but it smokes amazing. Like, I almost have to put no effort into smoking and tasting this tobacco. Also, it goes well with this pipe. Maybe I should dedicate this pipe to Danish blends. Also because of the long stem, it can take the kind of aromatic casings, and it won't be so harsh on my tongue. So yes, if I had a cellar full of this right here, Stanwell Classic, it would be an everyday smoke, but like this is all I have right here. Like, not much. So I'm very, like, I'm saving it a lot for the occasions. But on an evening like this, where there's almost no wind and it's quiet, and yeah, it's been a nice summer day, this is a perfect blend. Also, I thought about also mentioning a little bit about what I like to drink on the side when I smoke pipe. I'm not drinking it now because I just had a Monster energy drink, but this tea right here, Celestial Seasonings, I found that this tea manufacturer, they make very flavorful teas, and I drink it with like some honey, and then like a little splash of milk, because usually when I drink tea, it kinda irritates my throat a little bit, so the milk kind of helps with that. then this one is called Bengal Spice. So this is kind of like something like a chai tea, like some Indian kind of tea, and it fits very well with smoking a pipe. It has like a savory sweetness to it, and if you maybe smoke a burley or whatever, maybe a Virginia Perique, it just goes hand in hand, I think. Actually, let me just look up Stanwell Classic, just to tell you a little bit more about this tobacco blend. Yes, I have something here. I think actually you can still get this tobacco. I'm not sure. Yes, unfortunately, here in Denmark, tobacco reviews is unavailable for people here, so I have to look a little extra to find something. But cigar world seems to have something. I just have to translate it because, of course, it's in German. But yes, it tastes very nice. I can also kind of get now the Cavendish, which in my early journey of smoking pipe tobacco, I was all in for Cavendish. Yes, so here's the description from Cigar World. This mixture is made from matured Virginias, black Cavendish, and enriched with some slightly pressed flake cut tobacco. Um, yes, made by some Virginia and some Burley tobacco. It has a sweet plum flavor, which creates the unique flavor profile of this tobacco. Yes, it's very, very pleasant and easy to smoke. I can't stress that enough. If you have like 18 years old tobacco laying around that might have been a little dehydrated and then rehydrated, maybe you lose a little bit of flavor. That's a shame, but the process of smoking it and keeping it lit, it's so easy to smoke, and that just makes the smoking process a lot more pleasant, especially for a guy who might suffer from tongue bite. And yes, I must admit that the age and the dehydration and rehydration have taken some of the taste away, but that which I can taste, it's pretty nice. But as they describe in cigar world, the plum flavor doesn't really taste extremely like plum, but it definitely tastes fruity, somewhat fruity, like stone fruit, and that might be the combination of whatever casing, might it be molasses or whatever, and the combination with the matured Virginia, and of course the Cavendish. But yes, I can definitely taste it. It's a very light and bright and kind of mellow, fruity flavor. So it's not like banging you in the taste buds. And yes, of course, that's maybe the age and the way that it's been stored over the years, but if I have to imagine what nature this taste is delving in, it does seem like some kind of fruit, kind of like somewhat like a plum or maybe a peach, kind of reddish kind of fruit. Yes. But then again, I can definitely taste it. It's not like I have to really focus to taste it. Now let's just imagine that you have some kind of friend that has a lot of tobacco and is willing to trade with you, and he has a tin of Stanwell Classic with more than 10 or 15 years. I would definitely recommend considering it, because it's just easy and pleasant. And if you have Clark's favorite, then you are well set. I feel like I'm pretty well set right now, so I can't complain at all. Also, I'm gonna savor this tobacco for when I feel like smoking, but don't feel like using a lot of effort for it. So yes, I don't think there's much more to say, and I encourage you to leave a comment and maybe give me a like on this video, if you like it, of course, if you feel like it. Other than that, maybe check out my other videos, and yes, that's all. Take care, and I hope to see you again. Okay, I just finished the video a little too early because now I'm getting somewhat past the half of the bowl, and all of a sudden the Cavendish kind of presents itself a little bit more. And it presents itself kind of with a little bit of a caramel kind of flavor note, which just adds to this tobacco. Now, I'm somewhat of a new pipe smoker in comparison to a lot of other people, and usually when I smoke pipe and I get past the middle of the bowl, the heat in the bowl gets a lot more present and the tobacco gets a little bit more heavy. In this case, that's exactly what I was missing. I don't know if you realized or maybe read it on my face, but I was looking for a little bit more. And that, I feel like I'm kinda itching towards when I get to that bottom part of the bowl, where the moistness of the tobacco and the combination of the heat and the moisture and like the smoke getting drawn through the tobacco kind of combobulate, if that's a word for it, in the bottom. And that's just my luck, because that finishes this smoking experience with like icing on the cake. So yes, if I should rate it on a scale from 0 to 10, I would say, now I might change my mind later on, but right now I would say that this is something between a 6 or a 7. So 6.5, based on the ease of smoking, based off the kind of flaw that's behind the Stanwell, like a Danish classic tobacco, and the age, and also what all this age and the law ends up giving me as a result of the smoking experience. That's 6.5 on a scale from 0 to 10. also. I just love this pipe, man. I have shown it before, but in proper lighting, if I just turn the autofocus off, and yes, then you can see this is nice craftsmanship. Can't deny it. The swirls in the stem, the coloration, the ball, not bad at all. Anyways, now I'm really gonna stop this video before it gets too long. So thank you for watching. See you later, and take care.